I am extremely picky when it comes to giving books 5 stars, so here are a few that have actually made it onto my favorites shelf. A little background, a 5-star book to me, it's not about the, like, this sounds bad, but it's not even about the quality of the book. It's about how it made me feel. Like, that is what, if I am thinking about this book long past reading it, it's made it into the 5-star category. Okay, like, I have read books that they would not hold up in court. All right, they would not hold up in court for the best books ever written. However, to me, changing the game. Okay, I've got a little bit of everything going on here. Okay, because I want to make sure I'm hitting everyone's tastes. So I'm going to start out with my most recent one. You're going to be able to tell that I can't stop thinking about this just based on the way the book looks right now. This is my most recent hobby. Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. This is a romance book, but it's definitely more leans women's fiction kind of stuff. I loved this because it was funny while appropriately addressing real problems that people struggle with, and the romance is good while still being different than your typical romance, if that makes sense. I honestly haven't read a book like this before. I can't remember a time I've read a book that was this funny while the plot was still good and it's really short. Like, it has all of the makings of, like, not holding up as a 5-star read, and yet somehow it is. So basically, Phoebe Berman, she is a virgin because she has intimacy anxiety and she's about to turn 30 and she doesn't want to be a 30-year-old virgin. So she decides she is going to make a list and she's going to lose it before she turns 30. And we have 3 prospects there. So good. And I feel like the representation is really good as well. Big switch here. We're going all over the place. Hunger Games, Catching Fire. Look how fire, no pun intended, these covers are. Are you kidding me? After I listened to this series, I literally hunted down these foil covers because I was like, I need that. Yeah, I need that. And I think I paid like $4 for each book. And you know what? It shows. Let me show you. Like, these are them. Like, you can tell that these books have been, you know, well loved. But I don't care, okay? Because they're beautiful and I love the series. But this one specifically, this holds a special place in my heart. This is, if for some reason you're living under a rock and you don't know what The Hunger Games is, it is a dystopian novel written by Suzanne Collins, and she's still putting books out to this day, which is so impressive. And they just get better, okay? They just keep getting better. But it's a dystopian novel, and it takes place in a fictional version of North America where people are split up into districts and controlled by a dictator, basically. But the reason I give this one 5 stars over the rest of them is because this, everything that comes to fruition, we already are like, the first book sets everything up for us, right? So we don't have to go through world building. We already know everything. And we're moving on. The stakes are higher now. And everyone's kind of coming to realizations. And so everything feels much more, I guess. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels bigger. And the games in this one being the, what is it? The 75th quarter quell, I think is what it is. And it being double the tributes. That's not a spoiler. That's whatever. It being double the tributes just blows it out of the water. So getting to see Katniss's inner dialogue in this book compared to the other ones, and just the plot itself, it is just chef's kiss. Probably like unanimously agreed upon the best of the trilogy. Okay? And it takes place, it's like not forest, like jungle and beach, which are just like, that's much better than the first one being, you know, just like the forest. Oh, and Katniss and Peeta get together in this one. I'm sorry, this has been around for too long. Not a spoiler. Katniss and Peeta get together in this one. I'm like, yeah, I like that. Another different route we're going down is Mexican Gothic. Silvia Moreno Garcia. Hopefully I said that right. But if you're anything like me, you've seen this book at Barnes & Noble every time you go. I feel like it's always out. You always see this. But this is a Gothic horror but don't be like turned off by that, because it's not, I think of a horror movie when I think of that, and that's not this. It's definitely more thrillery than horror, but I loved this one because it was so different than anything I've ever read. Basically, I don't actually know how to say her name. Noemi? I don't know, but her sister was married off, and she's now trapped in this house like with this weird family, and they're not hearing from her sister now, and so her father sends her to the house to check on her basically, and like the people are weird, and the house is weird, okay? But there's like this little like trace of romance throughout the entire thing, which is so good. But then like it's very haunted house vibes. It's just creepy, but not in a scary way, just in like a, ooh, what's happening? Like, what is gonna happen kind of way. I don't want to be scared, okay? I don't want to be really like terrified. Like I want to be able to sleep. So if you're anything like that, you should read this book, because this is, I'm chasing this high. I have not been able to find something that makes me feel like this since reading it. So I want this level of thriller, all right? I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to pick up another one of those author's books, because I mean, I recommend this book to everyone, because it's just, if you're not a reader, you can read this book and you'll love it. So pick it up. Next, we're going on to another romance, but this is a part of 2 series, technically. We have Kiss the Sky. This is from the Addicted Calloway Sisters series. This is part of the Calloway Sisters one. So you have the Addicted series and the Calloway Sisters. This is Rose and Connor's first book. Rose and Connor are one of the couples in this series. I'll put the reading order up here so you can kind of see it, but I need to pick this one out specifically. This is a top tier book. So it's romance, but it's kind of like, especially once you get to this one, we have like a reality TV aspect of things, but it's not written like you're watching a reality TV show, if that makes sense. But like they're literally filming a reality TV show. But don't let that deter you, because these books, everyone that reads them, if you somehow haven't read them yet, I know it's a big commitment, but commit. You need to commit, because these books are like, it's like they're real. It's literally like these people are real. And it's like they're your friends. Like, you know them so well and you see them grow so much that it's literally like they're your friends. But the reason this one is 5 stars specifically, first of all, is because Rose and Connor are the best characters of the story. Argue with the wall, okay? They're the best characters. And the reality TV aspect of it is so crazy. And it's so interesting. The ending of this one, when I read it, I was like this. This is me, okay? POV, hear me. I'm reading the end and I'm like, what? Like, put the book down, pick it back up. What? Shook. This one is so good. And the way their relationship progresses, because they've known each other since they were kids, like, and they hated each other, mind you. Enemies to lovers, done right, okay? And it's kind of steamy, and he's kind of like, everyone loves Connor Cobalt. That's their man, okay? So you can't start with this book, unfortunately, because this book is so good. But you should start the series, because it's so worth it. Although maybe it's not worth it, because you will be emotionally attached to these people. Like, I still feel like I know them. I still feel like they know them. I'm like, I need to go back and, like, talk to Rose and Connor. Do with that information what you will. And then my last physical book is a fantasy, but I say that lightly. Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mayer? I butchered that, I don't know. But Assistant to the Villain is a romantic fantasy, I guess you could say. But the fantasy element is definitely similar. It's not the storybook-esque like Once Upon a Broken Heart is, but the vibe is the same, if that makes sense. So basically Evie runs across the villain one day. The villain. It's like satirical, but not in a cringe way. I don't know how to explain it. Like, this book is so unexplainable. But Evie runs across the villain one day and he decides he needs an assistant, and Evie isn't really scared of anything, so she starts working for him. And it is hilarious. And like, they have a crush on each other, but like, he's the villain, and so he's like, I'm evil. And she's like, you're not scary. And there's like a frog that wears a little tiny crown. Wait, he's on the cover somewhere. and he holds signs to speak. It's like not real. This is like a fever dream in book form, but you can't put them down. And they're like the perfect length, okay? The plot is good. The characters are better. And I gave it 5 stars because it is unlike anything else I've read, honestly. And again, these characters, like, it always comes back to the characters stay in my mind. They stay in my mind. And that's really all that matters to me. Evie and the villain, you're like, kiss. Just kiss already, please. Can you just kiss? That's how it's gonna make you feel in the best way possible. Yearning, like, they're literally, like, there are 3 books out and they're still not together, but in a good way. So that is all of my must-read books. You need to read these, pick them up, whichever one sounded the best. If you've read them, let me know. If you have ideas of something that I might like that kind of gives this vibe, hit a girl up. I also have, I know I said that 5 stars is hard for me, but I have been reading for a long time, so I do have a lot more. And if you want to see that, let a girl know, because I'm more than happy to talk about all of my favorite books. I could talk about them for forever. So I tried to pick the ones that are less talked about on BookTok, BookTube, stuff like that. But I also have my, you know, the classics that everyone else loves. So, but yeah, let me know, and like this video, subscribe, hang out, stay a while. I'd love it if you were here. Also, can you comment that you love my Bedazzled, because I spent hours on this yesterday and I'm actually obsessed with it, and I just can't stop looking at it, and I just, like, words of affirmation is my love language. So I know that you want to. I know you want to. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.